Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Raja Omar on my channel RU Speaks, and Raja Omar speaks for you for the subject of Pakistan studies and global perspectives. And these days we are discussing the history, the component 2 of Pakistan studies IGCSE O levels, that is known as the history and culture of Pakistan. And yesterday we talked about the level marking of compulsory question number 1, part A, B, and C, and the rest of the questions part B. We talked about 3 marks question of question number 1, 1A, and then we talked about the part B of question 1, the picture-based question that is of 5 marks, and then we talked about C part of question number 1, that is 7 marks, the reasoning question, the question which is related to why, and the same sort of questions are there of every other questions part B. Question 2, 3, 4, 5, part B, they all were of the same pattern, 7 marks and 3 reasons to explain, as I explained yesterday regarding the marking scheme of that question. And today we are going to talk about the marking scheme of the 10 marks question. We're going to talk about 1D and 2C, 3C, 4C, and 5C, along with the part A's of each question, that is the 4 markers. So here we have question number 1D. Let me open up the paper first, and just to tell you that what sort of question it will be. Here we have the question number 1 of 1D. This is we are going to discuss now. It is a 10 marks question, and this was related to the source Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. So whole of the question number 1 is related to a single theme, and the theme was the regime of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, right? And in source A, yesterday we talked about it was related to the strength of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's foreign policy, and source B was a picture when Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was addressing the nation, and part C, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, how Zulfikar Ali Bhutto came to power in 1971 and why he took over as the ruler of Pakistan, and part D, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's health reforms were more significant than his constitutional reforms for the people of Pakistan between 1971 and 1977. How far do you agree with this statement? Explain your answer. So here you can see that there are two opposing sort of factors given over here, and you are supposed to analyze them to draw the conclusion. So what are those two opposing things? Number one, the health reforms of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and you are supposed to draw the comparison between the health reforms and the constitutional reforms. So this is how you are supposed to analyze between these two. So this one can be your level 3, this one can be your level 4, or it can be otherwise as well. This can be your level 3 or this can be your level 4. And ultimately, out of the whole of the debate, you will draw a conclusion, the evaluation that will be your level 5. So level 3, level 4, level 5. So level 3 will be one side of the question, level 4 will be the second side of the question, and level 5 will be the evaluation or the conclusion out of the whole of that debate. So that is the 10 marks question. Now you have learned the structure of the question, that what sort of question it will be. And if I move on to the next questions, 2, 3, 4, 5, their C parts. Assess the contributions of religious thinkers to the spread of Islam across the subcontinent between 1700 and 1850. So here you can see that there will be Shah Waliullah, religious thinkers, Sayyid Ahmed Sheikh Barelvi, Haji Shariatullah, Tito Mir, and like this. So, and again, you can see that these are four personalities, those who were the religious thinkers during this regime, this era of about 150 years. What were their contributions towards the revival of Islam in the subcontinent? And then again, you are supposed to analyze that whose contribution were the best ones. We are going to assess that whether Shah Waliullah performed well, or Sayyid Ahmad Shahid Brelvi performed well, Haji Shriatullah performed well, or Tetumir performed well. So ultimately, so if you take one, for example, you believe that Shah Waliullah performed better out of all these. So the services of Shah Waliullah, the contributions, they will make your level 3, and the rest of the three, they will make your level 4, and the analysis of whole of this debate will make your level 5. So again, level 3, 4, and 5. So moving on to the next question, what does it say? The partition of Bengal in 1905 was the main reason for the formation of Muslim League in 1906. How far do you agree with this statement? Explain your answer. So here you can see that there are the reasons of formation of Muslim League, and out of them, the partition of Bengal was one reason. There can be other reasons as well. I mean, I say that is the uh, similar deputation. That was another reason. Then Hindus' attitude, negative role of Indian National Congress, as it had become the Hindu dominant party at that time, and then Muslims thought that they should have their own political party that might be leading to the formation of Muslim League. Hindus were treating the Muslims badly in the subcontinent, and even the role of the British. So in this way, you can see that there can be many reasons that might lead to the formation of All India Muslim League in 1906, right? But question says that the partition of Bengal of 1905 was the main reason for the formation of Muslim League. Whether we are in favor of this one or not, if we are, explaining this one will be level 3. Explaining the rest, explaining the rest, these four, that will make level 4, and ultimately we will assess in the end, we will analyze in the end that whether partition of Bengal was the major reason for the formation of All India Muslim League was true or not. So that will make your level 5. And now moving on to the next question. To what extent were Muhammad Ali Jinnah's 14 points the most important attempt at achieving constitutional reforms in the subcontinent between 1928 and 1935? So here again, the major focus is the 14 points of Jinnah. They are of 1929, right? But the question's timeline is from 1928 to 1935. Now what happens? 1928, Nehru Report. That is one opposing factor of Jinnah's 14 points. Then 1930, Allahabad Address of Allama Iqbal. Then RTCs, Roundtable Conferences of 1930, 31, and 32. Then we have the Communal Award. Communal Award of 1931. Another reason. Then there was another one, that is the 1935, that is the Government of India Act of 1935. So you can see that During this timeline, these much events they happen, including Jinnah's 14 points of 1929. So Jinnah's 14 points will make your level 3, and explanation of rest of these that will make your level 4, and the analysis, the conclusion, the evaluation will make your level 5. This is how this question will be attempted. Now the last one, question 5, part C. Pakistan has experienced good relations with Afghanistan since 1947. How far do you agree with this statement? It means that we are going to talk about the ups and downs of relationship. Downs in the relationship of Pakistan and Afghanistan from 1947 till 1999. So ups will make your level 3, downs will make your level 4, and eventually you will evaluate level 5. This is how you'll do it. So I have told you in simple words that what the question demands from you and what you are supposed to write. Now, if I talk about 10 marks question now, because now there is the issue of marks distribution between 10 marks and 14 marks. So here I am regarding 1D. 1D. It is a 10 marks question. Assessment objective 1 and 2. And what are those? If I go back to table 1, assessment objective 1 and 2 demonstrates knowledge and understanding of the past through historical explanation. Assessment objective 1 and assessment objective 2. So it means that if they are achieved over there, a student is able to demonstrate the knowledge and understanding of the past through historical explanation, that it means that the student has achieved the assessment objective 1 and assessment objective 2. Now, moving on. So that is what it says: demonstrates knowledge and understanding of the past through historical explanation and an ability to analyze and evaluate historical events. So from here, there comes the issue of level 4, right? So it means that if you are talking about the demonstration of knowledge and understanding of the past through historical events, it means that you are talking about level 3. But if you have an ability to analyze and evaluate the historical events, so it means that you are talking about level 4 and the evaluation is level 5. So analysis between the two opposing factors, right? Level 4, and evaluation is level 5. So this is how you are supposed to explain it. And now talking about the 10 marks question. 1D I'm talking about. Okay. Here we have at 1D. Now level 3. So your answer will start from here, and this level starts from mark number 4 till mark number 6. 4, 5, and 6. So it means that 3 marks are allocated for level 3 in 10 marks question from 4 to 6. So if you explain one reason of what? Of the question, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's health reforms. If you explain one reason of health reforms of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, then 4 marks, right? And if you develop this one further, same reason, I mean, if I say he established uh, basic health units across across the country to provide health facilities to the villagers. So this improved the life of the people, and this improved the health services across the country, and that is why his health services were really very significant in comparison with the constitutional ones. So if I explain this one, the establishment of the basic health units, so that will be a 4 marks. If I further develop this BHU point and I say that this built up the trust of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto among the people, that the people started supporting him more and he started ruling the country in further in better way. So it means that I have developed the same point further. So it means that I will be awarded with 50 marks. So one reason, explanation, and the development of the same reason. And if you explain another one, that if I say that he introduced the social security so that the laborer class should be given the free medical treatment wherever they are working in the industry or in the private sector even. So if I explain this one reason, the 6th mark will be awarded to me. And in this way, I have talked about the health services of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. So I have reached the maximum level of level 3 and I am awarded with 6 marks. This is one way. Or simply, if you explain 3 reasons related to the health reforms of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto in 3 separate paragraphs, like this: reason number 1, reason number 2, reason number 3, 4th mark, 5th mark, 6th mark. So one explanation, 4 marks, two explanations, or one developed explanation, as I explained in the first factor, 5th mark, additional explanation or further development of the explanation, 6 marks. So it means that you can do it like this or you can do it like this, up to you. Whatever the information you have available, supported by relevant and accurate contextual knowledge about that while explaining those things. We'll talk about certain examples as well. So this is how you will make your level 3 now, and the marks will go up to, now up till now, of writing the 3 reasons of the health services of or health reforms of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Level 3 is done and you have reached 6 out of 10. Now coming to level 4. Now you are going to talk about the constitutional reforms of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and if you write one explanation of that one, or two explanation, second explanation of that one, or you write another additional of constitutional. So if you write 3 reasons of the opposing side, I mean the constitutional reforms of Bhutto, the other side is given in the question. So for writing 3 reasons for that, 7th mark, 8th mark, 9th mark. So one reason, 2 and 3. This is how the things would be. So 3 reasons over here for level 3, 3 reasons here for level 4, and you have reached 9 out of 10 on completing level 4. And now in the end, you will explain with evaluation. You will evaluate that whether the reforms were significant or the constitutional reforms were significant. You will evaluate over here by with the help of a small paragraph, and then that will be your level 5 and it will be your 10th mark. So if you are able to give the really very good judgment or evaluation of the debate of level 3 and level 4, then you will be able to achieve 10 out of 10 in this question. This is how the things would go. I mean, now what is the simple formula? Simple formula is that level 3, 3 reasons, and you will be able to achieve 6 marks. Level 4, 3 reasons, you will be able to reach out 9 marks, and really very comprehensive sort of evaluation and judgment of level 5, you will be able to gain the last 10th mark. So simply telling, that is level 3, 3 explanations. I mean 3 reasons. Level 4, 3 explanations of the opposing side. Level 5, the evaluation slash judgment. Here you will give the judgment of the whole of the debate of level 3 and level 4, that whether the health services or health reforms of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto were significant, or the constitutional reforms. This is how the question would go. Hope it is understood. Now going to talk about the 14 marks question of the other 4 questions. I mean 2C, 3C, 4C, 5C. So it will be really very much like the same, but only the marks will be the issue, right? So here, target again, assessment objective 1 and assessment objective 2. What are they? Assess the contributions of religious thinkers to the spread of Islam across the subcontinent between 1750 to 1700 to 1850. Explain your answer. This was the question, and it is a 14 marks question. 2C it is. Mark according to level of response descriptor in table 2. Table 2 already given over there. Let me go to the table 2 for again, so that I can be able to explain it in the better way. So here we have table 2. So the same thing. Now again level 3. 1 reason explanation, 2 explanations, or 1 developed explanation, 8 mark. So now 14 marks questions, level 3 will start from 7th mark. Second explanation of reason, that would be 8th mark, and additional explanation, that will take you to the highest level of level 3, that is 7 to 9. It means that 7, 8 and 9. So if you are able to draw 3 reasons explanations regarding the question, whatever is given over there, you can reach out 9 out of 14 over here. Then level 4, the opposing side. Explanation of both sides of the issue. It means that if you write about the other side, 1 reason and 2 explanations, 11, and third explanation, 12. So if you write the opposing side, 3 explanations of 3 reasons, you will be able to reach out 12 out of 14, right? As this level is from 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3 explanations. 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, and 3 explanations. Now talking about the last one, that is level 5. Explanation and evaluation. Again, the judgment factor come over here, the evaluation. But in 14 marks question, you are supposed to write a bit developed evaluation or judgment, a bit bigger paragraph in comparison with 10 marks question. 10 marks in 10 marks question, you can simply write really a good sentence over here in 2 lines or 3 lines. That would be done. You will be given 10th mark. But over here in 14 marks question, you are supposed to develop that in a bit lengthy paragraph of about 4 to 5 lines. Then you will be given these 2 marks, 13th and 14th. It means that if you evaluate and judge the assess of the whole of the debate, then you will be awarded with 2 marks of this evaluation. Then you will be able to achieve 14 out of 14 in a 14 marks question. Very much hopeful that this is understood, and this is how the 14 marks questions are done. For every 14 marks question, the same sort of marking scheme would be applied, and you are supposed to write the 3 reasons for the one factor which is given in the question, and the opposing side will also get 3 reasons and 2 marks evaluation and judgment. This is how the level marking says, and this is the level marking as evidence in front of you. That what does it say regarding this was regarding the 10th marks question. That is level 3, 3 explanations, level 4, 3 explanations, and level 5 evaluation and judgment for 1 mark. So it was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10th mark was for the level 5. But regarding the 14 marks question, the scheme is a bit different in the form of the marks only, but the number of reasons would remain same. So the level 3 would start from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 2 marks. This is how the marking scheme would go. Now talking about the 4 marks question of each questions part A. 2A, 3A, 4A, and 5A I am talking about. So if I talk about here, I have 2A. 2A says describe what happened at the Battle of Kanpur, right? So it means that this is the description, right? So target is assessment objective 1, right? 1 mark for each relevant point, additional mark for supporting details. If you write 1 mark, 1 point, that will be 1 mark. And if you develop that one over there, that the same point, the additional mark will be given. For example, what does it say? That what happened at the Battle of Kanpur? Battle of Kanpur was fought in 1857, and it was part of the War of Independence of 1857. You have given the information that it was fought in 1857, so 1 mark for it. Indian troops led by Nana Sahib. You have provided a bit more information that the troops were led by Nana Sahib. So information is given. Second mark will be given to you out of 4. Rose up against the British. So why those Indian troops were rising? That was against the British. So more information is given. So third mark. So 3 marks out of 4 are over here. And any other information from these points, if you put in, the 4th mark would be awarded. British troops were trapped for 3 weeks. Information, description, 1 mark. And surrendered, 1 mark. After being promised safe passage from the city, 3rd mark. So it means that again, 3 sort of informations are given and 3 marks are awarded for that. So Nana Sahib's forces then attacked the British troops, killed 300 women and children, keeping the survivors as prisoners. 4 marks are given over here, 4 points. So Nana Sahib forces attacked. So it means that they indulged themselves into war. So 1 mark, and they fought against the British. 2nd mark, and some stats are given. They killed 300 women and children. 3rd mark, and they kept the survivors as prisoners. So 4th mark. So this is how whenever you add in the information, the additional marks are being given to you. British reinforcements arrived. 1 mark. Recaptured the city, Kanpur. 2nd mark. And carried out multiple acts of revenge. 3rd mark. So out of all these, whatever the information you put in 4 different points, that will be credited and you will be given mark for that. For example, if I say, if you write, the Battle of Kanpur was fought in 1857, 1 mark. Then Nana Sahib's forces attacked the British, 2, 3 marks. But the British eventually recaptured the city, 4th mark. This can also be done, right? Or in any way, if you take any of the points given over here, 14 1857, 1 mark, the troops led by Nana Sahib, 2 marks, and this war was against the British, 3rd mark. But eventually the British enforcement arrived and they recaptured the city. So the 4th mark come from here, right? And this was against the British. The Nana Sahib's forces killed 300 women and children, 4th mark. So in any way, you can you can put in 4 marks for that. Or other relevant responses should also be correct. If they are relevant and if they are considered correct as per the question, they also will be credited. So it means that for any of the question of 4 marks, any of the part A of the question, that will be marked like that. You are supposed to give the description of any of the 4 points related to the question. So if I talk about 3A now, to make it further clear to you people, here you have 3A. Describe the work of Hunter Committee. Again, assessment objective 1 mark for each relevant point, additional marks for supporting details. So this committee was of the British, appointed a committee to investigate the actions of General Dyer that was related to the Amritsar massacre in Amritsar in 1919. So if you put in any of the information, if you write even this whole of the information in a small paragraph of about 2 3 lines, you will be awarded with 4 marks. There should be 4 points in that one. As a result, Dyer was removed from active service, but he received no further punishment for the development of the point, which the people found insulting. So if you mix up these points all together to make one paragraph containing 4 points, your job is done, right? For example, this committee was constituted by the British to investigate the actions taken by General Dyer after the Amritsar massacre in 1919. But General Dyer was removed from the service only. No other tough punishment was given to him. So again, you have mentioned many, but if 4 descriptions are there, you will be awarded with these 4 marks. That's it. So very simple it is. Just make 4 relevant points over there. To do not give the bullet points, but write in the continuous paragraph, right? Continuous writing, but there should be 4 points in that one to attain those 4 marks. Now 4A, here is 4A. Describe the non-cooperation movement of the 1920s. So again, the same marking scheme is there. People joined the non-cooperation movement founded by Gandhi. So first information is that this was launched by Gandhi. So people joined it. Mark number 1. British cloths were burnt. Swadeshi movement and production of hand-spun and hand-woven Indian textiles encouraged during that non-cooperation movement. So 3 points over here. Teachers and students left English colleges and schools and set up their own institutions. Another point. So if you put in any one, then 4th mark will come from here. Lawyers gave up their practices, boycotting the English legal system. Elections of the reformed councils in 1920 were ignored. So again, this is the sort of constitutional point. Then, and Congress refused to field candidates in those elections. The British imprisoned 30,000 people, political prisoners. Gandhi ended the campaign in 1922, just at the, you can say at the end of the, towards the end of the Khilafat movement as well. So this is how the question related to the non-cooperation movement. If you put in any of the 4 points over here in a single paragraph containing those points over there, your job is done. Now, 5A. Here we have 5A. Describe the objectives resolution of 1949. So passed by the Basic Principles Committee First information that this resolution was passed by the Basic Principles Committee. That committee was meant for the making the draft of the Constitution in 1949, and this resolution made made the basis of the Constitution of Pakistan. Three informations are here: to observe the principles of democracy, freedom, equality, tolerance, and social justice as laid down by Islam. They all were given over here in this resolution. Muslims should be able to lead their lives according to the Islamic principles. Another point, and other religious groups should be able to practice their religion freely, religious freedom. So minorities and the poor should be legally protected from social injustice. All fundamental human rights they were protected and guaranteed. The legal system should be independent of the government. So all these points are related to the objectives resolution. So if you put in any of the points that what does this mean, that what was that objectives resolution that was passed in 1949. So in this way, if you put in 4 points over here in a single paragraph, your job is done for 4 marks. So this is how you are supposed to attempt 4 marks questions. So today what we have learned, we have talked about the level marking of 10 marks question, I mean 1D, the compulsory one, and we have talked about the 14 marks question, I mean C part of every other question, 2C, 3C, 4C, and 5C, and we have also talked about the 4 markers, I mean 2A, 3A, BA, 3A, 4A, and 5A. So all these questions they com cumulatively make your whole of history paper. And up till now, we have come to the end of the level marking. Now today, from today's onward, we will discuss the topics. We will start from the decline of the Mughal Empire with the support of certain notes and presentations. Very much hopeful that you have understood that what the level marking is and how this level marking would be helping you in attempting your Pakistan Studies 1 paper, I mean History and Culture of Pakistan. So do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on my channel RU Speaks. Up till now, this is over. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.